I'm Mike, 70 years old, and I'm looking for a real one.
Don't pop, 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 pop the balloon. Don't pop, pop, pop.
Hi, I'm Scott. I'm 58 and I'm looking for a real one.
Hello, my name is Jack. I am 63 and I am looking for a real one.
Pop the balloon. I see the way you are looking at me. Baby, is it true?
Hi, I'm Paul. I'm 59 years old, and I'm looking for a real one.
Toothpick in the other. I wanna be your man.
My name is Robert Taylor. I am 61. I'm looking for a real one.
Don't pop, pop, pop. Pop the balloon.
Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, welcome back to yet another episode of A Real One. I, Pointer, am excited, elated, and ecstatic for what's about to happen today because to the right of me, I have 5 men from the second largest state in the country. That's right, I have 5 men from the Lone Star State. I'm talking about my Houstonian brothers that have come from near and far to be on this very special edition of A Real One, the Houston edition. Brothers, how you doing today? Wonderful. I'm so happy to have you guys here. And you know who else is happy to have you here? Some single ladies, some single Houstonian baddies that have come from near and far as well to try to connect with you because all of you are real ones. So this is how it works, guys. In your hand, you have hearts. And that symbolizes that you're open for love. You're open to find a real one, a connection. Now, in your hand, you also have heartbreaking devices. So if you don't like what you see, if you don't like what you hear, you do have the right to break your heart. And that means that the connection just wasn't established. That's not the real one for you. But if you hold on to your heart, after that segment, she's standing here, you're standing there, heart in hand, that means that that could be your real one. And we will even sponsor your first date. A Sizzler salad bar dinner. All right. I thought sponsor us, please, either way. But gentlemen, are you ready? Yeah. Wonderful. All right, well, let's bring out our first single Houstonian real one. Let's get ready. We are ready for our first real one. Well, my first lovely lady, come on in. Come on towards me, lovely lady. Hello there. How you doing?
I'm well.
Wonderful. Would you share with these wonderful gentlemen your name, your age, and what you do?
Well, my name is Patrice, and I'm 58. I'm a licensed insurance in Texas. That's what I do.
Beautiful. Okay. Would you share with these wonderful gentlemen what makes you a real one?
Well, I'm nice. I'm super funny. I'm a great grandmother. Shout out to Lexi, Maddie, and Weston, my BFF Adina. And that's what makes me a real one. I'm super nice and happy and funny.
I love that. Okay. Wonderful, Patrice. Thank you for that. Now, what are you looking for in a real one?
Well, I don't want a pawpaw that just wants to sit in a recliner and watch Fox News. There is a time and a place. I want somebody that, what do I want? Well, I would love somebody to help me have a little garden. I think that would be fun. And I like to go to like resale shops and things like that and hunt for treasure, but you don't have to shop them if you don't want to. I want to cook for you. I just learned how to make biscuits from scratch.
Ooh, I'm coming to your house.
My house is super clean, so you don't have to be clean. I'll be clean for us.
Okay. Beautiful. Okay. And you kind of answered the question, what do you like to do for fun? Gardening is one thing. Do you have anything else that you like to do for fun?
I'm a big book reader. I like to take super long bubble baths and read books. That's probably my number one hobby.
Beautiful.
I like to clean. That's something that's fun for me. I love to decorate. I'm in a dark academia right now, so that's how I'm redoing. I'm always decorating my house. But anyway.
That's beautiful.
And I don't care what you'll do for a living. Doesn't matter to me. Just letting y'all know. It's okay. As long as you're funny.
She's a real one. So just have that sense of humor. Fantastic. Now, let me ask you this. You don't have any broken hearts yet, but in relationships, there are deal breakers, heartbreakers. We call them red flags. What are some things you're not going to tolerate?
Have you voted for a woman? Yeah, we're not going to get along.
So you want someone that voted for a man?
Yeah.
Okay.
I'm from Texas. We all know what I'm talking about.
Okay. Well, it seems like they might have not voted for a woman. I'm not sure. Okay. Any others besides that? Or is that the main one?
Deal breaker? Mm-hmm. I don't really like dogs that live in the house. That's not going to be a deal breaker. But like if the house smells like a dog, I'm going to have a problem with that.
Feel that.
But I have a pet, a bearded dragon. And like he's my best. Me and Dre Baby, that's his name.
Dre Baby.
So I have a pet, but my pet doesn't smell. So, okay.
Beautiful.
I like outside dogs. I love a dog. I just like a little yappy dog that smells like your house smells like the dog. I don't like that.
Understood. Yeah. You have no broken heart, so the gentleman must be feeling it. Now, on a real one, we do like to give people a chance before you just break a heart on appearance. So I think these gentlemen might want to get to know you a little bit more, right? Just a little bit. Let's go for an essential question that seems to always strike up something. Have you ever been married?
I have.
Okay. Dare I ask why the marriage did not see it till death do you part?
Well, it was so long ago, really, I don't feel like it matters. Okay. I have children, wonderful children, and to me, that's what counts. Beautiful. I feel like we're all old enough that the past really doesn't matter. Who cares the way I feel about it?
Beautiful. Now, let me ask you this. Would you like to get married again?
No, I mean, I'm not trying to get married again. It's not, no, I don't really care. I would like to have a relationship and grow old with someone. I would like that. I'm not really trying to, I just don't think I'm going to rock a wedding dress at this age, and I would want to.
Okay. Very interesting. All right. That hasn't gotten any broken hearts. So what I'm going to have to do is offer you an opportunity to ask a question to each of them, an essential question that you feel could determine a connection.
General question.
A general question, but an important one.
What are your hobbies?
What are your hobbies? All right. Let's go to each of these gentlemen. So we're going to step in some. Would you give me your name, your age, and your hobbies?
My name is Robert Taylor. My age is 61. My hobbies, I love playing piano and organ and singing.
I like that.
Beautiful. All right.
I'm trying to play the piano. I have one.
Okay.
Let's take a step forward to this wonderful real one. Name, age, and, what are your hobbies?
My name is Jack. I'm 63, and my hobbies are playing pool and exploring, hiking, things along that line.
That sounds fun, too.
Sick. Let's go to this real one. Name, age, and hobbies.
My name's Paul. I'm 59, and I enjoy creative writing and spending time with my friends.
What do you do with your friends?
We play pool and sit around and have a few shots.
That sounds okay, too. 2 shots in, I'm fuzzy.
Yeah. Cheap date.
Yeah. Let's take me shopping.
Let's move forward. Name, age, hobbies.
I'm Scott. I'm 58. I kind of live at the gym these days.
I can tell.
I've been retired for a while now, so yeah, I spend most of my time.
What did you retire from?
I was a research director at MIT.
I don't even know what MIT means.
Massachusetts Institute
Blonde.
of Technology.
Very intelligent.
Oh, you're smart.
I wish I went
with
there.
computers.
Well, I worked in media. It was,
Okay,
it was a
cool.
component of what I did there.
I suck at computers. I'm taking classes at my old age.
That's great.
Yeah.
Never too late to start. He went to MIT. I went to BPT, West Side. No, I'm just kidding. Let's go down to this lovely, this wonderful real one right here. Name, age, and hobbies.
Mike, 70, and I happen to have a garden.
You do? What are you growing in it?
Edibles.
Oh, I thought you meant edible.
Well, not yet.
Those kind of edibles?
That's not legal.
Like mushroom ones?
No, cucumbers, tomatoes, things that I eat.
Yeah, I really want to have that. I just planted 2 trees before I came here in my yard. I dug up 2 palm trees that didn't make it through the Texas freeze, and I planted 2 mimosas. So, I really feel accomplished for that.
Good for you.
Fantastic. All right. You didn't get any broken hearts. Let's take a step back, Patrice, because you're looking
That's why I
fantastic.
watch Pop
No
the
broken.
Balloon.
Oh, we just got a broken heart.
It's okay.
So
My
we're
heart will survive.
Your heart will go on. You have 4 that will go on. So let's take a step forward and figure out what happened. Tell us why you broke your heart.
Well, I think the garden and the camaraderie there really makes sense to me.
With every one of you.
One of the things that I've realized in life is you step back when you see people that are more compatible than you would be with a certain person.
Okay. Now, before you broke your heart, is she someone that's your type?
Yes, absolutely. Beautiful women are my type.
Okay. All right. Is he someone that's your type?
I'm not sure. Appearance-wise, maybe. Okay.
Okay. All right. Let's take a step back.
Not my type. I'm not just about with the looks. I have to get the personality down.
Right. But looks do play a part.
I think you overstepped. I mean, just because I like gardening, he likes gardening, doesn't mean I'm going to run off into the sunset with him, though.
Perhaps. I popped prematurely, which doesn't happen in any other aspect of my life.
Ha.
All right. He said it, not me. All right. Let's scale the horizon of real ones. You still have 4 hearts remaining. I'm going to throw it to the gentleman. Gentlemen, do any of you have a question for this lovely lady?
Yes.
All right. Let's ask that question.
Perhaps that we were interested in each other and asked for your hand in marriage.
Well, I don't understand what you're asking me. And
you've been married. Mm-hmm. So with you being married and I wanted to marry you, you think that would be right for me to marry you?
If you wanted to and I wanted to, I would be honored, I guess, probably.
Okay. Is your husband still living?
He's not my husband anymore, but yes, he is still alive.
He's still your husband as long as you're living.
Well, according to your beliefs, I can tell yes.
Okay.
According to the church beliefs,
Okay.
that would be true.
Well, you're on point.
I don't
mean you wanna
believe the same way you believe, but okay.
Okay.
Do you want to? So you're keeping your heart after that?
Yes.
You're okay with her having two husbands, you and A?
No.
You'd have to. All right.
I would never be your husband if we marry. Your husband would always be your
I
husband.
agree. I agree with you. That's exactly why I was brought up to believe the same exact thing. So I know where you're going with that.
All right.
Any other questions from any other real ones? Okay, what I'm going to do, I'm going to ask to borrow the heartbreaking device of this real one. After you heard those responses, Patrice, I do need you to break a heart. I need you to narrow down the horizon of real ones. I want you to narrow it down, okay?
Nothing personal.
No.
Okay. All right. So you're going to stay right here. You had your heart not broken for a period of time. Tell us why.
Well, I just wanted to hear the rest of it. There were a few red flags for me, like not voting for a woman. That I didn't really care for that, and I almost popped on that. But and then also the Fox News reference. So there's a few red flags. I just wanted to hear the rest of it out, but I probably would have popped eventually.
Okay. Tell us why you popped.
I saw him almost pop at the beginning.
No, I was repositioning my balloon. My hand is sweaty.
But actually, I did sense all of that off of you that
Yeah.
we didn't actually see.
Yeah, there was. I
the
mean,
same,
you're
and it's
attractive
all
and you're
good.
fun loving. I appreciate
Thank you.
that, but I think there's certain issues that we wouldn't be compatible on. But any other time, I'd love to take you out for coffee.
Oh, well, thank you. I
Yeah.
appreciate that.
Is he someone that's your type?
I like the Johnny Cash look. It's good.
Man in black. I love it. I love
I'm
it.
okay with that.
You may have to get a balloon or something, right?
Well, we still have three, so let's take a step back again, Patrice. So I want to start to go a little deeper. Okay, this is always an essential question. Only we ask it because we're the best. Religion or politics? Do you want a partner that is, you kind of might have alluded to some, do you want a partner that's religious or political? Not religious, not political?
I'm not going to ever go to church every Sunday. So I'm not. I have beliefs, but I'm not. I had kind of church shoved down my throat as a child. So I have kind of like strange feelings about that. I'm probably more spiritual.
Okay.
And politics, I am not as political as I was because honestly, I just don't have as much belief in it as I did. So I'm just saying we've had about 8 years of really crazy up and downs. The one thing y'all might want to know about me, you might want to pop your little balloon. I'm a conspiracy theorist. I am, and I like being one.
Okay.
And I have a YouTube channel, and I get deep into it, but then I have to put them on private because they try to delete my channel, and they did do that during the corona because I was covering that from January 21st. I was covering coronavirus, and I was a paralegal. No one believed me, but then they did. So.
Okay. So I think they're okay with the conspiracy theorists. They haven't broken their hearts. All right, they might be one too. I'm not sure. Okay, well, gentlemen, I got to throw it back to you because if you don't have another question for this lovely lady, I got to have her break another heart. So does anyone, Jack or Mike or Robert, another question?
I have a question.
Okay, let's do it.
If we decided to be with each other, interested, go out on a date, and perhaps our relationship will grow for long term, and it came to a point we move in with each other, would you have a problem? I'm going to be the head of my house. Regardless if we met, we move in together. And then if you say that you don't go to church, we are the church. And we have to be connected as one body in Christ. We can be unequal yoke. Would you have a problem with that?
Yeah, I think I am having a problem with all of that. I don't have a problem with you being the head of the household at all. And I have my own home. I've had my own home for forever. I'm a pretty smart woman, I guess. Okay. But I'm cool with, yes, of course, the man does have the last say.
But the religious aspect.
I don't. Okay. I really didn't understand where you were going with the religious aspect.
You said I had enough church. That was in my younger days.
My mother is a preacher, and it just makes me crazy.
If I'm going to be the man, the steps of a good man is ordered by God. And if I'm going to decide to have you in my life, I want you to walk with me, with God. And it seemed to me you'll have a problem with that because it kind of tangled around you in your younger days.
I think, yeah, you should.
So then we probably do you want to break your heart then?
No.
Oh, okay.
No.
It's like,
but then do you want to break his heart? Because you have a heartbreaking device. Because if you're not open to going to church and because he's a man of God,
I mean, we can watch TV together.
I'm
It's
probably
a
gonna
lot.
want to light candles, and that's more my version of getting spiritual.
Well, at least we won't have a light bill that's high.
So, you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to have you make a decision. To narrow it down, you got to break a heart. Unless you have one more question besides hobbies. Okay?
You're really quiet too. I'm gonna break your little heart,
Okay.
but I still love you.
All right. Stay with me here. You had your heart not broken for a period of time. Tell us why.
Well, because I'm always open for options, you know, and I just wanted to make sure that if we were to connect, it would be worthwhile.
Okay. Why'd you break his heart? Face the camera a little more so they see that lovely face. Okay.
I'm a talker, and he's really quiet, and I would probably drive him crazy on his nerves.
You think that's the case?
Yeah, sometimes I have issues about talking, but sometimes I can be very talkative.
Okay.
But anyway,
Was she someone that was your type?
possibly.
Okay. Was he your type besides the not talking
He's
as much?
adorable.
Okay. All right. Well, you know what? We got to start to narrow it down more. I can ask more questions unless Mike, do you have a question for this lovely lady? Okay. Oh, well, let's walk down then. If you do have one question, I want to get it on the mic so we hear you loud and clear. What's your question?
Do you drink at all?
Like if I'm going to go dancing, I'd rather just have a shot and get it over with and chase it with ice water because I don't really like the way it tastes.
Okay.
So no, I'm not the person that's going to be drinking every day because I'm just not. That's not my thing.
Okay.
What about you?
I like beer occasionally,
Oh, how occasionally?
twice a week maybe.
Oh, okay. So you wish I would drink beer with you because I'm.
Well,
really
when you go out to play pool or something or the club,
Shot,
listen
shot,
to music,
shot.
just do shot. All right. That'll work.
All right. Does that work for you?
Where do you live?
I live in Cold Spring, north of here, near Lake
Okay.
Livingston.
I live on Lake Sam Rayburn. You ever heard of that?
Yeah.
Okay. I'm originally from Houston. It's my hometown. But I live 2 hours away.
Okay. I've been up there
Do
3
you
years.
still work?
No, I'm retired.
What
Sold
did
my
you
business.
do?
I was a contractor, residential.
Built houses?
Yes.
Well, see, I already like you. I have a big old 3-story house and I don't have a man.
Wow. Okay. Well, I want you. Do you have a decision?
Stop shaking your head.
I'm just saying, it grew from the garden.
Felt it. I did. Felt it. Wow. Some might be growing, but I don't want to leave out any real ones. So
Yeah,
I kind of want you to make a decision because we don't have all day. It's a real one, not a real two. So you have a heartbreaking device. What do you want to do, Patrice? Do you have more? Do you have one more essential question, or do you want to break a heart? What are you going to do?
Oh, I know what I'm going to do.
I want you to make that decision.
I'm going to break your heart.
No, you're not.
Oh, I'm not?
No, you're not. Because I was going to ask you, will you have me to have an opportunity with you? We can have a date, building a garden, sitting on the ground. What a plate.
Where do you live?
I live in the perimeter of downtown Houston, Texas.
In downtown?
288.
So would I like your house?
You will love it. It's
What's it look
clean.
like?
I'm single. I have a 3-bedroom, living room, dining room, kitchen.
You
and
let me
then-
decorate it?
No, it's already decorated. I guarantee if you come there, you enjoy yourself. Everything you
So
look
you're
at,
picking up on my caviar vibes?
don't have no problem with it.
I am a caviar girl.
Well,
I
that's
like
all right.
Okay, I think I'm going to pop him.
All right, go down and do it. Oh my gosh! Wow, he talk a good game. Okay.
I'm so sorry 'cause I would have loved to have a garden with you, boo boo.
My gosh. Okay, well, don't go yet. Let me ask this. You had your heart not broken. Tell us why.
She's quite attractive.
Oh, thank you.
Yeah, and intelligent.
She's your type.
Thanks.
Yeah.
All right. Why'd you break his heart?
Because he was talking my language. I like to have a man that has a place in the city, and I have the lake house, and I have the boat because I like to shop, and Houston's my hometown. Wow. My family founded the city of Houston.
Oh my gosh.
When you see Allen Parkway, that's my family.
No wonder you got a 3-story. Man, you balling.
Oh, that's just because I'm a smart woman.
You're a smart woman. Great family. All right, well, back it on up then, because what I'm going to do, I'm going to have this real one step over with me, Robert. Step over this way. I'm just going to ask a final question or two. Do you have a final question for this lovely lady?
Yes. So what do you do Monday through Friday when you're off?
I work Monday through Thursday. I sell insurance.
Sell insurance.
So
what hours will you have planned for us?
Friday, Saturday, or Sunday.
How about Friday and Saturdays? I attend worship on Sundays.
Where?
About after church.
Where after church, I prepare myself for work on Monday through Friday.
So you used to work too?
Yes.
I'm going to give you a date. I can't plan my entire life out yet, but I'm willing to do that.
Okay.
Is that cool?
Well, I would love to exchange numbers.
Okay, I would
and
like to do
perhaps
that.
that we can get conversation going, and maybe we can have a dinner date, go from there, have a real date, and from there, the lights will be out.
Well, let me just do this. So do you, I think both of you would, I know the answer. Do you feel this could be a real one connection?
No. Did you say the lights would be out?
The lights will be out. Just like
What?
you want to bust my heart, the lights will be out.
What do you mean by the lights are
The
going to be out?
lights will be out. That means what was in the dark will come to light. What's in the light will come to dark. It's just a romance evening with
Okay.
candles on the table, a
Okay.
glass of wine.
Because I'm very much a lady, so I take it very slow. We good with that?
Well, we are good with that.
Okay.
Your number speaks out.
Oh, thank you.
So do you both feel this could be a real one connection?
I think so.
What do you think?
I'll try it.
Clap it up for these two. We got a real one connection, folks. Oh my gosh, very good. Wow. Well, I will take that mic and I'll take your heartbreaking device, and then I want you two to go off that way. Go exchange numbers, plan your day. Clap it up for them one more time, folks. They did it. Wow. They are a good-looking couple. Very, very good. Well, if that is the case, folks, let's get ready for our next real one. Let's get ready. We are ready for our next real one with my next Houston queen. Come on in. I'm ready for the lovely lady who is a real one, and she's ready to connect. Come on in, lovely lady. Hello there. Hi. How you doing? Nervous. Wonderful. Don't be nervous. We are here to have a good time. Welcome to a real one. Would you please share with us your name, your age, and what you do?
Hi, guys. Hello. My name is Lynn. I'm 70 years old. I know that's hard to believe, right?
You look
but
so
I am.
fantastic. Black
Thank
don't
you.
crack.
No, black
Hallelujah.
does not crack.
Amen. That's right. Well, you look good
That's
too.
good to know.
And share with us what you do.
Well, I'm a businesswoman. My clients are real estate investors.
Beautiful. Okay. Would you share with these gentlemen what makes you a real one?
Well, I'm a real one because this is the most gracious time of my life, and I'm ready to spend it with someone. I want someone to walk the walk with me, have fun with me. My hard-working days are over, and now I just want to enjoy life, and I don't want to do it alone.
That's beautiful. Wow. That's a blessing. Now, what are you looking for in a real one?
Well, your shoes look great, so I'm going to start there.
Even the flip-flops. Even the flip. She said the flip-flops. Okay. What else besides
So-
shoes?
What I'm looking for is a guy that is understanding, who knows how to communicate with me, a guy that is not an excessive drinker, non-smoker. That's a killer right there.
Okay. So if you are a smoker, you might want to break.
Release pop.
Okay. Now, when you say smoke, do you mean just cigarettes or even the devil's lettuce?
Well, if you're going to
Sorry.
if you're going to smoke the devil's lettuce, I just prefer that you do it outside. Yeah,
But
that's-
cigarettes is an absolute no.
That's an absolute no.
Okay. What about vape?
Vape? Well, I'm okay with vape. I also want a guy that will communicate when he's upset about something, rather than just be that cranky guy that's walking around the house not speaking about anything. And another thing is, I'm looking for a long-term relationship.
Okay.
I don't want to waste my time.
That's right. I'm going to ask a question I normally ask later, but I'll ask it now. Would you like to be married?
Kind of. It depends on the man. If I find a guy that I think is amazing and I want to spend the rest of my life with him, I want him to be my dude, my man. So yes.
Okay. Beautiful. Oh, okay. We got it broken, but we're going to get there. Now, I do want to ask, as you saw in relationships, there are heartbreakers,
Yeah.
deal breakers, red flags. What are some things you're not going to tolerate?
I definitely will not tolerate a drunk.
Okay.
But I did mention that earlier. That's pretty much about it for me.
I know you don't tolerate cheating. You don't tolerate lying.
Well, who's going to be cheating at this age?
You'd be surprised. I don't know. Maybe not. They're good men. Men at that age, they're good men. Y'all, they're not a problem. I just mean
I will
in
give
general.
you one lie. You get to lie one time, and then we won't talk again.
Okay. Wow, that's fair. Wow, that's very kind of you. Okay. Well, it appears we did get some broken hearts. Let's take some steps forward and figure out what happened. Let's stop at the man in black here. Name, age, and why you broke your heart.
Paul, 59, and I've been a fan of the devil's lettuce and occasionally vape, so I think that we were probably incompatible with that.
Okay.
But you're very attractive.
Thank you, Paul.
She could be your type.
Oh yeah, I could see spending time with her.
Well, Paul, you shouldn't have popped that balloon because vaping is okay and you smoke the devil's lettuce outside.
Yeah. I'll stay popped.
It's okay.
All right. So he's someone that could be your type?
Paul is quite handsome. He's well dressed.
Thank you.
I like your jewelry, Paul.
Thank you.
Okay, are those Super Bowl rings?
NASCAR championship ring. I
Yeah.
worked with Jeff Gordon.
Paul has it going on.
He really does.
Paul, you should get that balloon back, babe.
I'll take the balloon back.
Oh, get him a balloon. Oh, snap. Okay. Wow, the NASCAR really got you, huh? That's
Paul got me when I walked out the door.
Oh, whoa, get that balloon back ASAP. Thank you, kind sir. Oh, my gosh. Okay, well, we'll wait a minute.
sorry.
Okay, no, hey, do your thing. I'm happy. Okay, let's take a step forward to this wonderful real one here. Name, age, why you broke it.
Scott, 58. I adore you, and you are beautiful. And I think that marriage, it seems to be completely appropriate for you at this phase, and I am never going to be married again.
Well, you know, marriage is not a big deal for me. I've been single for I got a divorce about 40 years ago. I have not missed marriage. I haven't missed anything. I've
Yeah,
had
it's
a
an
good
awful
life.
institution. I'm a huge fan of
I'm good.
divorce.
I'm more interested in just enjoying the rest of my life.
Okay. All right. Well, at any rate,
Yeah, but thank you.
you absolutely.
So she could be someone that's your type.
She is beautiful. She is
thank you.
absolutely beautiful.
Is he someone that's your type?
Look at him, as the guys say to the women. He's fine.
Yeah, he's a good looking brother.
good
All
looking
right.
dude.
Let's take a step forward to this wonderful real one. Name, age, why you broke your heart.
Mike, I'm 70.
Oh, Mike, you're my age, man. You popped.
I smoke cigars.
Oh, no.
It's a big nasty for some women,
That
I know.
stinks.
And I can't stop.
You don't want to stop, you can't.
I don't want to sit outside by myself smoking my cigar with my beer.
Could she be someone that's your type?
Oh, she's gorgeous. If I met you at a bar, I'd be talking to you
Well-
with my cigar.
Unfortunately for you and me, I'm not going to be at a bar, but sitting next to a cigar. But, you know, that's something we could have
Understood.
worked out. You know, these
Understood.
things are workable, especially at the age of 70.
Well,
Is he someone that's your type?
Yeah, look how comfortable he is.
She's
You
a
can
lovely lady.
tell.
She just finds the positives in everybody. That's a blessing. That's a blessing.
amazing.
You're a great gentleman. You wouldn't be here if you weren't. Let's take some steps back though, because you still have two hearts that are beating for you, Lynn. So you're looking fantastic, being fantastic. So I want to throw it to you. Do you have an essential question that could determine your connection? We'd ask both of them.
Yes,
Okay.
I do. I'm not going to ask the one that you ask, politics or...
Well, she know the show. Okay.
we all know. What is your day look like? Oh, to both of you. So
Sure.
so during the day, what do your days look like during the week? What do you do?
Right now, my circumstances have put me in the house, my truck in the shop, my job on the line. So I've got the 7 puppies and my dog to care for, and I'm trying to make ends meet.
Oh my goodness.
Yes, it's
It's
been.
going to be okay.
Yes, it will be okay, and that's the good thing about that. I don't give up.
Amen. Keep your head up.
God is good all the time.
Let's go to this real one right here and figure out what do your days look like.
About 4 or 5 times during the week, I exercise, and then I have some ventures that keep me busy, which basically is photography, videography, and I have one thing that I'm proud of is I was elected by my peers as the president of a children's charity, and we offer aid to disadvantaged children and the mentally ill and the homeless, and so that takes up some of my time during the week with managing the website and the functions that we do for these children.
We're going to have a really good time.
That's great work you're doing.
Yeah, we really enjoy it.
That's a blessing. Well, okay. Well, I don't know. Let me borrow the heartbreaking device of a real one. Thank you so much, because you might have to make a decision here soon, Lynn. I don't want to rush too much. We have two. Take some steps back with me, because you have 2 hearts remaining. Gentlemen, do you have a question for her? Okay, yeah.
What was your age again?
70.
70?
I'm 70. Is that too old for you?
Yeah, I heard it the second time over. I thought that was it, but I'm
70.
still hanging on to 59 like that.
Oh,
so
you are?
yeah, I'm still in my 50s. So I mean, it may be a little bit different of age.
Well, that's a bit young. For
Yeah.
me. I didn't hear your age.
Yeah.
But, you know, you're quite handsome, and
Well,
it was a
thank you.
pleasure to meet you.
And you're very becoming yourself.
Thank you. I'm very active for 70.
I was about to say, because the age doesn't really make a difference in this case, but all right.
Well,
we
actually, it
understand.
does
Okay.
for him.
Okay.
For him.
Okay. You got 1 heart remaining. So I don't want to rush anything. I want to see if you have a question for her.
Well, not that I can think of at this point, but it's like I am an open-minded person. I don't have any problems with age, just as long as we can have an open communication. I think that's the started with any type of relationship.
I think that you are an amazing man and you're going through some things right now, but it's all temporary. Personally, I'm extremely busy. I'm as active as this gentleman. I wish he was closer to my age, and too bad you popped your balloon. I'm going to have to pop.
Okay. Oh, she didn't mess up.
Thank
Wow.
you.
She did it sharp. Tell us why you broke it.
Well, he has a lot going on.
Okay.
And my daily activities are very busy. I enjoy working every day. I enjoy Pilates. I enjoy walking the gym. I enjoy life.
That's a blessing.
So I just want to stay in the mode of happiness. It's a gracious time of life.
Okay.
But it was a pleasure to meet everyone.
Is he someone that's your type?
I'm sorry. No.
Okay. Why not?
Well,
You like the shoes, you said,
I
right?
did. I like it. Your shoes are quite comfortable. Okay.
She's a sweetheart.
You're a little short for me,
Okay.
but thank you.
Okay. Is she someone that's your type?
Not necessarily, but it's like I'm open for options.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
Okay.
Let's take a step back, Lynn, because as we scale the horizon of real ones, the balloons, the hearts have been broken. But gentlemen, we got to clap for this lovely lady. This is a lovely lady. She came out to be on a real one, and we thank you so much. I'll take that, Mike, Lynn. You can step out the way you came, but we thank you so much. You are amazing. Clap it up one more time for her. She's so splendiferous. We thank you so much for coming out. Well, if that is the case, let's get ready for our next real one. Let's get ready. We are ready for our penultimate real one. Would my next lovely lady come on in? I'm looking for the Houston native. That is lovely and wonderful. Hello, lovely lady. Come towards me. Thank you so much for coming out today on a real one. How you doing?
Okay.
Wonderful. Would you face that camera and tell these wonderful gentlemen your name, your age, and what you do?
Colleen, and I am 67, and I'm a licensed pediatric nurse.
Beautiful. Okay. Would you tell these wonderful gentlemen what makes you a real one?
Because I'm real authentic.
Real authentic. Okay. What are you looking for in a real one?
I'm looking for someone that likes to do a lot of activities that's genuine and loyal.
Beautiful. Okay. It hasn't happened to you yet, thankfully, but in relationships, there are heartbreakers. There's deal breakers, red flags. What are some things you don't tolerate?
Like someone wants to argue, someone don't want to follow rules.
Uh-oh. Now, do you want to clarify? What do you mean? Like your rules or what rules?
Just rules in general.
Okay. Oh, any others besides that?
No, that's about it.
Okay. For the fun of it, what do you like to do for fun?
I am with auxiliary, so we have a lot of activities like fundraisers, and I like to do things that's on the outside. I was raised in Los Angeles, so I enjoy going to the beach, mountain. I enjoy movies, travel, adventurous.
Sounds like a lot of fun. All right. We only got one broken heart, so let's take some steps forward, Colleen, and figure out why this heart was broken. Name, age, and why you broke your heart.
Scott, 58. I follow no rules. None whatsoever.
As a bad boy.
I am. I follow absolutely no rules. You are beautiful, and I am absolutely smitten. However, I am the ultimate bad boy.
Does that work for you, Colleen?
No.
Now, he said you could be his type aesthetically. You're beautiful. Is he someone that's your type?
Yes.
Okay. All right. But just the bad boy. Did you ever like bad boys?
A long time ago.
Okay. All right. All right. He's still bad. He's still bad. All right. Let's take a step back because you don't have any more broken hearts, Colleen. So you're looking great. So what I want to do is I'm sure they want to get to know you a little more. So let's figure out a little more about this lovely lady. Have you ever been married?
Yes.
Okay. Dare I ask, why did the marriage not see till death do you part?
Because we just grew apart.
Okay. In a relationship now, would you want it to go to the marriage point?
Yes, I would.
Okay. So you're looking to get married again?
Hopefully.
Okay. Okay. Normally that gets, but let's figure out why that heart was broken. Let's go on down. We're doing a few steps in today, not too many. Let's go to this wonderful real one. Name, age, and why you broke your heart.
Mike's 70. For me, marriage is only if you're having children.
Oh,
I'm way past that.
I am too.
But you still want to be married?
Yes.
Okay.
That's the deal breaker.
Now, is she someone that's your type?
She's beautiful.
Okay.
Absolutely.
Is he someone that's your type?
Yes.
But the marriage, man, we got to make something happen here. Can't do it. Okay. I understand. You're a real one. You're a real one. To keep it real. All right. Let's take a step back because we have 2 hearts remaining. So we do have 2 hearts remaining. So I want to throw it to you. Do you have an essential question you'd like to ask either one of these real ones?
Do you like to do a lot of activities?
Okay. Let's start with this real one here. Name, age, and answer to our question.
My name is Jack, and I'm 63. And as far as activities are concerned, yes, I do. I am a good pool player. I know how to play ping pong. I like to explore. I like to go to places. You know, as long as it's affordable, I don't mind doing it.
Okay.
Beautiful. Let's go to this real one. Name, age, and do you like to do activities?
Paul, 59, I'm sorry. And I enjoy a lot of activities, so I like to stay active.
Okay.
Beautiful. Okay, let's take a step back. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to offer you a heartbreaking device, okay? Because in a few moments, you may have to break a heart to determine a real one connection. So I'm going to throw it to the gentleman, though. Gentlemen, do either of you have a question for this lovely lady? Okay, let's take a step, just a few steps.
So you're 67?
Yes.
So I think that I wanted to hear more about you before I made a decision, but I think that and then the rules comment kind of scared me a little bit. So I'm going to pop, but you're very lovely, and I would enjoy some time with you, but not now.
Okay.
You said she could be your type. Is he someone that's your type?
Yes.
Okay. Do you think the age would be a concern, the age difference? Okay. All right. Well, we got one real one left. We're not going to rush anything, but we want to see if a connection can be made. So do you have any questions for her?
Well, yes, I would be the younger person in this relationship. I'm 63. My name is Jack. And is that going to be an issue?
No, age is not an issue.
So maybe we can at least get to know each other better and see where it takes us.
We could see.
Okay. Well, it seems like a connection may be established, but let me ask you this. Is he someone that's your type?
Yeah.
Is she someone that's your type?
Yeah.
Wow. Okay. Take a step forward. Let me just ask a final question then. Well, maybe 2. Do you have any final questions for her?
No, I am satisfied with...
Well, I'll ask mine. Where would you take this lovely lady on a first date?
Sizzlers.
Oh, yes. We'll sponsor that if they sponsor us. And do you have any final questions for him?
No.
Wow. Do you both feel this could be a real one connection?
Yes.
Yes.
Clap it up for these 2. We got a real one connection. Oh, my goodness. Well, I'm going to take that mic. Okay, I'm going to take this heart. Okay, and then head on out that way. Go plan your date, folks. Wow, clap it up for them one more time. Their heart goes that way. Oh, my goodness. What a lovely couple. Okay, well, if that's the case, let's get ready for our final real one. Let's get ready. Let's get ready for our final real one. Well, my final Houston queen, come on in to meet these kings. My final queen. I am ready for her. Come on in, Queen. How you doing? All right. Wonderful. Step in a little more for me. Step in a little towards me. Perfect.
Okay.
Welcome to a real one. Would you share with these gentlemen your name, your age, and what you do?
Okay, my name is Carla Fletcher, and my age is 73. And okay.
And what do you do?
And well, I'm retired.
Beautiful.
So
okay. Fantastic. Would you share with these gentlemen what makes you a real one?
Oh, that's hard, really, huh? Well, it's to me. And, well, I'm fun to be around. I like, enjoying myself and everything, So, it's mostly, church. I really don't understand which one we do. Okay.
So you enjoy going to church?
Yes,
That's
I
a beautiful
do.
thing. Okay. That was a question I'd ask later on. What are you looking for in a real one?
And a real one, that's what I want. I want a God-fearing man, and that likes to go out, eat sometime, and really I'm like a stay-at-home person, actually, but I enjoy having fun.
Beautiful. Okay. Well, let me ask you this. In relationships, as you saw, there are heartbreakers or deal breakers, red flags. What are some things you don't tolerate?
What I don't tolerate is a lot of profanity and just being ugly. I don't like that.
Right. God don't like ugly. Now, what about, I do have to ask, more smoking, drinking? Are you okay with a partner that smokes and drinks?
Yes.
Okay. Okay. Wow. Well, let's do this for
As
the
long
fun
as
of
you
it.
don't overdo it.
Right. Now, how about this? For the fun of it, what do you like to do for fun?
For fun, okay, I like dancing. Yes, I like to go out clubs, party at home and
I
stuff.
love it.
Yes.
Okay, beautiful. Let's find out why some of these real ones broke their heart. So let's take a step forward, just about one step. Take a step forward with me, beautiful. And then take a step to the right, to the right, to the right, to the right.
To the right.
Beautiful. There we go. Like at the club, to the left, to the left.
Yeah.
Now let's talk to this real one. Name, age, and why you broke your heart.
Paul, 59, and I think it's just the age.
Yes.
But I think it would be fun any other time.
Oh, okay.
Is she someone that's your type aesthetically?
I just prefer someone maybe a little bit younger.
Younger.
Okay. Is he someone that's your type?
No,
Okay.
there's a big age gap.
Okay. Besides the age gap, could he be your type if it was?
Well, yeah.
Okay.
Kind of look like it could be something else.
And he's dressed fresh too. He dressed fresh. All right. Let's take a step forward to this real one that
Okay.
broke his heart. Name, age, why you broke it.
Scott, 58. I think the God-fearing part, although I am all about spirituality, I think would probably be a big deal. And at 58, it's a 15-year age gap that may make a big difference. I don't know, but you are incredibly beautiful, darling.
All right, thank you.
So she could be someone that's your type if the age gap was a little different.
I think I can manage age gaps. I think it might have been. There were a few other rules, things, and yeah. Anyway,
Understood.
But anyway, you are adorable, darling.
Thank you.
Is he someone that's your type?
Yeah.
Okay.
You can do it.
All right, all right. Well, I don't want to do too much zigzagging. We have one heart remaining. We haven't heard from this real one, so let's take a step forward and let's ask him an essential question. Share your name, your age, and why you haven't broken your heart.
My name's Mike. I'm 70, and I'm open.
All right. I hear you, Mike.
I want to maybe see what can happen between these two. Do you have a question for this lovely lady?
How many children do you have?
Well, I have one biological, and I have 6 that's not with my former husband. He's deceased. But they still call me mama.
Okay, that's cool. I have 2.
Okay. Let me go for this good question. Where would you take this lovely lady on a first date?
Papados in Sugarland.
Oh, yeah, okay.
Oh, that's pretty good. That's good stuff. I've heard on this Houston edition.
When you said Papa was okay.
Okay. Do you have a question for him?
No, not really. It's a little 3-year gap, but it's good. We can make it work.
Tell me, is he someone that's your type?
Yes.
Oh, well, I'm not going to delay anything. Let's take a step back with me. You take a step back too, so Mike, come towards me. I'm just going to ask maybe 2 final questions. My final question for this lovely lady is, do you have a final question for him?
You have transportation?
Yes.
Okay.
Valid question. I had to pay for some Ubers today. And do you have a final question for her?
When's the last time you had a date?
Oh, Lord, it's been a while. Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Like I say, I'm a stay-at-home person, and really, dating just been really on my mind.
But a real one came through. A real one came through. So my final question for both of you is, do you feel this could be a real one connection?
You think you said 73, right?
73.
I've never dated older than myself since I was 20.
Oh, okay.
Do you want to go for it?
That's been a
all right.
I'm so sorry.
That's
You can't go a little over?
That's all right with me.
Where do you draw the line?
Maybe 5, 10, I don't know. All right, you can step back in the lineup, kind sir. Thank you so much. So let's look at the horizon of real ones. The balloons have been broken, but can we still clap it up for this lovely lady? This is a lovely lady. We thank her so much for coming out. So I'm going to take that mic. Thank you so much, and you can step out that way. But we appreciate you for coming out. One more time, clap it up for her, gentlemen. Please clap it up for that lovely lady. Well, it appears that we did it. We successfully hosted the Houston edition of A Real One, and I am so elated and ecstatic for what transpired today. You got to do something. You got to clap it up for yourselves, gentlemen, because you survived, and even though you didn't get a real one here, we're going to tag you, okay? So those lovely ladies all around the world will check out you handsome devils, and who knows, maybe they'll slide into your DMs and make something happen. And you out there, I want you to continue to subscribe, like, comment, share, all that good stuff. And if you want to be on the next episode of A Real One, why don't you fill out the link in the description? We'd be happy to consider you. Thank you for watching this episode, and we'll see you on the next episode of A Real One. Clap it up one more time just so we can be excited we did it. We'll catch you next time. Thank you so much.
Hi, I'm Sandy. I'm 59, and I'm an avid traveler. I'm looking for a little companion, but what I'm really looking for is a real one.
pop, pop, pop. Pop the balloon. Don't pop, pop, pop.
Hi, my name is Journey, and I'm looking for that real one.
Hi, I'm Lucky. I'm 52, and I'm looking for a real one.
Don't pop, pop, pop. Pop the balloon. I see the way you.
Hello, I'm Leslie, 66 years old, and I'm looking for a real one.
Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, as I'm here with these lovely ladies from Houston, my Houstonian queens, and I wanted to talk with them briefly about the dating scene here in Houston. It's a really important thing to do as we, look at the landscape of this very large city and this very thunderstormy city. So I'm going to start with Sandy right here. Sandy, based on your experience, what's the dating scene like here in Houston?
Well, actually, I don't reside in Houston. I'm in the land of sugar, honey. Sugarland, Texas.
Okay.
Yes,
How far
yes.
is that from Houston?
27 miles from here.
Oh, okay.
We did it.
Okay. Thank you for coming all the way out. So what's it like in your general area then?
I'm real busy, so I don't get a lot of time to go out and date. But on the dating sites that they have, that I have been on, they're very much filled with scammers and not real ones.
Okay. Have you been guilty of a scam before?
Oh,
Someone scammed you?
several.
Okay. We're going to get back to that. That's pretty unfortunate. Let's go to Leslie. Would you share with us the dating scene in Houston, or you might have mentioned that you're not from here? Tell us.
Yeah, so I'm originally from Philadelphia, Pennsylvania. I moved here in 2019, and then COVID struck. So I just really wasn't into the dating scene at all. And since post-COVID, I really haven't had the opportunity to really date. And as she said, there's a lot of scammers. It's just not a lot of real authentic people. It's not to date. They take advantage of you and mislead you, and they're not real. I think they're just looking for an opportunity for a little spice maybe instead of dating.
Okay, and actually getting to know someone and make that real one connection.
Yeah.
Exactly. And we're going to get back to that too. These ladies are making some very good points. Let's go to the wonderful Journey. What do you think, Houston dating scene?
I live in Katy, but we just recently moved from New York in November.
Okay.
So I really haven't even been out there dating nothing yet.
Okay. What was the dating scene like in New York?
Oh, New York men are the bomb. Yes.
Okay. Well, then real quick, then what? A connection there wasn't established, which is why you're here. What? Were some not the bomb enough? They were bomb, but not bomb.com. What happened?
They was, it's to each his own.
Okay. That makes, we'll come back to that
I just
too.
like New York men better, anyway.
Okay. Would you like maybe a New York import that's here right now? You know, if it was a man from New York, but he was in.
Definitely.
Okay. So New York, you know what to do, New York brothers.
Swag.
That are in, yeah. Okay. Y'all got some swag on the East Coast. Let's go to Lakeisha. Lakeisha, what's the dating scene like for you out here in this area?
Okay. Well, based on what she just said, I'm also from New York, but
Wow.
I've been here in Houston for a way longer time than she has. She just got here in November.
Okay.
And then speaking about the dating sites, I've come across a few scammers, but you can see, you know,
tell 'em
you know,
from a
yeah.
mile
But
away.
as far as the ones that don't seem to be scammers, you just really don't get anywhere. It's just like, hey, how you doing? And a few messages back and forth, and doesn't really go anywhere. But then, even when you do connect with someone and you go out, my experience has been usually both people have too much, they work too much. So it's hard to date just based on time. And then with Houston being an hour away from Houston,
Exactly.
if you meet somebody that doesn't live close to you, it's way too hard to date here.
Would you consider that long distance? If
Yes.
an hour from Houston,
I do consider that long distance.
What's the farthest? We can ask that to all the ladies really quick. What's the farthest you would be willing to date, Lakeisha? How many minutes, maybe?
25.
Journey?
About 25.
About 25. Leslie?
I would say 30 to 40 minutes, but I
little
don't
more
live
gracious.
in Houston either. I live in the outskirts in Northeast up in Humboldt.
Okay.
Yeah,
So, but 40 minutes still is the max you're willing to.
Yeah, and as she was saying, Houston is so big. It's a huge city.
It's big, yeah.
It's big.
Okay.
Yeah.
Sandy, what about you?
27 miles. I like to stay in my little city. I'm really from Meadows Place, Texas, which is close to Sugar Land.
Okay.
It's bordered by Sugar Land, Stafford, and Houston. It's like a little triangle.
Okay.
So I like to stay, I'm a little homebody.
That's good.
I work out of my home.
Okay. Oh, that's a blessing. Okay. So in terms of minutes, so 27 miles, would that be about?
27 minutes.
27 minutes. Okay. Well, so y'all are all around the same. Okay. I mean, if he was just amazing, checked off each and every one of your boxes, but he was an hour out, would y'all, yes or no?
I would, definitely.
You would?
Yeah, even if it's an airplane, I have to catch an airplane, but it has to be the real one.
Yeah, you might have men. You got to think you have people all over the world watching this show. So if they reach out and they check off your boxes, I don't care if he's in Nigeria, y'all got to. You might have to step it up, real one. Come on. I mean, Nigerian prince, not a scammer. not the scammers, not the good Nigerian princes. Okay, now let's do for this then. I want to ask each of you, what are you looking for in a real one? This is what we would ask when the gentlemen are here. It's such a vital question. I want to start with Journey. Journey, what are you looking for in a real one?
He have to have a good personality, funny, and his front teeth. That's a must.
Now, what do you mean by
his front teeth?
He's got to have them.
Yeah, he have to have his front teeth. Ain't no Gumby over here.
They have to be clean too.
Oh, most definitely.
Okay.
They smell
Some
good.
got them, but they.
And that's about it.
Okay, that's a beautiful thing. Let's go to Lakeisha.
Hard one. Not emotional and needy. Not wanting excessive amounts of time to pour into that person, because like I need someone to be doing their own thing, have their own stuff going on, because I have my own stuff going on.
Right.
And we make time for each other where we can, even if it has to be scheduled. But all the just
too much time, kind of
too much
communicating,
talking,
or
too much every day. Like, no, I don't need all that.
what would you say is a healthy amount? Because I think we'd all agree you have to invest some time. But what would you say is like overdoing it?
Overdoing it is 7 days. Healthy amount is 4 days.
4 days of communication throughout a week.
Yes.
So say they didn't talk to you a whole day, you'd be okay with that?
Yes. 2
So not
days
even a check-in, not even a good morning, beautiful.
I don't need all that.
That's a real one. You keeping it real. Okay. Wow, I haven't heard that, but I need that. I need that for myself. Now let's go to Leslie. What are you looking for in a real one?
Someone that's independent, financially secure. They don't have to worry about me, but just so that, they're able to take care of themselves. Hygiene, great hygiene, and handsome. I do like a melanin man, no?
Okay. Would you be willing to go with Mayo?
Say what?
Mayo. Would you date a Mayo man? You like melanin, but would you go Mayo?
Oh, I'm not familiar with that term.
White.
Oh, I prefer no.
Okay.
I prefer no.
Okay. Understood. Let's go to Sandy. What are you looking for in a real one?
Oh, definitely needs to have a sense of humor, some integrity, and be well traveled, because I love traveling. So, yeah,
Okay.
yes,
Do y'all have your passport?
I have a passport.
I was about to ask.
That's the first thing to ask. So do you have a passport?
Yes. Did you get your shots? That's another good question too as you're traveling. Okay. But y'all have your passport, my three ladies?
I don't have a passport.
No?
I still travel, but I don't have a
Yes,
passport.
I have mine.
Okay. So my two that don't have passports, would you be willing to get one if your king was like, we going to Barbados, we going to Jamaica?
Yeah, I just haven't wanted to waste the money before I can go on the trip. So I'm like, because they only last a certain amount of time. So I'm like, I'll get it when I'm about to go somewhere.
Okay. Yeah. Okay. Interesting. We're just going to go for a few more questions. I'm having a great time because I want to figure out, I like to know what people's deal breakers are, certain red flags. We mentioned hygiene, but do y'all have any unique deal breakers that you have for a gentleman? Maybe we can start with Leslie. Do you have one?
Just cigarette smokes. Smoke. Smokers, no.
Okay. Now, what about devil's lettuce?
You get me on these things, I don't know what you're talking about.
How about the sticky, icky, ooh-wee?
What is that?
Weed.
Oh, weed.
I'm sorry. My young people now. Okay, but
I'm old, right?
you ain't old. No, they were calling it. Didn't they call it devil's lettuce?
I've never heard that before.
But anyway.
But I knew what you were talking about.
You knew
but
what I was talking about. Okay. But what about the green stuff? Bob Marley liked it a lot. Yeah.
I prefer not, but it wouldn't be a deal breaker, but definitely cigarette smoke.
Okay.
Yeah.
Does the smell get you, or is it your breathing that's affected?
My mom said when she was carrying me in her womb that I would, and when I was a toddler, I was break the cigarettes up. I just never liked cigarettes.
I think that's good for your health, and that's why you still look so lovely and healthy today. I want to swing it to Journey. Journey, do you have any unique deal breakers for a gentleman?
Yes, the most deal breaker is, like I said, no teeth in the front, no cigarettes, smoking, and a liar.
Have you been lied to by a brother?
Oh, definitely. But I catch liars. I'm from New York. So.
Okay, you real.
I'm real.
We had a gentleman from New York on a previous episode in the Vegas edition. He was like, I'm as real as it gets. He was from Brooklyn. So y'all keep it real. Lakeisha, do you have a unique deal breaker?
No, nothing I can think of specifically. So like she said, she mentioned cigarette smoke. That's not something I ever had to deal with. So it wouldn't have been one. I mean, probably is one.
Okay.
But
it's
not something I've dealt with. But nothing that I've dealt with in the past that deal breaker.
Okay.
I feel like, a lot of people have their own backgrounds and there's stuff that they've gone through.
Yeah.
So even having a checkered past is not a deal breaker for me. Yeah,
You're open and willing. That's very gracious of you, because some are like, you got a baby mama? Cut you off, So I've seen it all. Sandy, what would you like to say in terms of deal breaker? Unique? Anything?
Well, if they have a baby's mama, I hope they leave her at home.
Right. Yeah. Don't bring it.
I don't like cheaters and liars, dishonesty, stuff like that.
Yeah.
Hopefully, and I do like the hello, good morning, beautiful, and good night. Just wait for me to reply back before you start,
Double texting, triple texting. Yeah.
all day long.
Yeah. Lady, do you two like good morning texts from your man?
Yeah, I would.
I would think.
Yeah, I would.
Would you?
Personally, I would.
Yeah. Well, what's up,
I would like
Lakeisha?
a check.
It's okay.
I don't want them to text me. I want them to be right next to me.
Yes.
Say, good morning.
Right.
How
Yeah, exactly.
you like your coffee?
That's
Something
natural.
like that.
That's a beautiful
Yeah.
thing.
I want them to be.
This is an important question, and I think you do have single gentlemen watching this. Okay, so I want to go, just a little more technical. We'll go from person to person. Have you ever been married?
Absolutely.
Okay, have you been married?
I've been married twice.
Okay.
Yes.
Yes.
Okay. You don't have to get too deep. I'm not trying to bring up anything crazy, but why did the marriage not see till death do you part? We can start with Lakeisha.
Possessiveness and jealousy. On his part, not mine.
Okay. I'm gonna get back to that. Actually, that's a deal breaker right there. A jealous person. But Journey,
lying and cheating.
Brothers, get it together. Leslie,
The first one was just being misled, and the second one, everything, just cheating. That found out he was had an addiction. It was just a lot.
Okay.
It was a lot.
Sandy.
My husband was the love of my life, and unfortunately, I lost him to cancer. So I'm a widow.
Okay.
But he was everything. He wasn't perfect, but he was perfect for me.
Right.
Together, we did well.
You had a real one.
And we had 3 beautiful babies.
Oh, one right there, huh?
Yeah,
that's a
my
beautiful thing.
daughter.
Wow. Well, God bless you in that. So what I want to lead to, which is always, it normally gets some pops. Would y'all like to be married again?
I would.
You would?
I
Leslie?
would.
Okay, Journey.
No.
I'm gonna come back to you, Lakeisha. So 2 yeses, 2 nos. Let's start with Lakeisha. Lakeisha, why no to getting married again?
I just don't want somebody in my space every day.
You're making that clear. That you really want your you like, get away from me 4 days a week max. Okay. Journey, why no?
I did it a few times, and I like being by myself now. I'd rather just have somebody, have fun with, cook for, travel. That's about it. We don't have to get married.
Okay. Now we got 2 yeses. So Leslie, why would you like to get married again?
For companionship, and I'm getting older. Just someone, I don't know. I'm out of words.
Be by your side. Yeah, like you said, a
be by my
companion.
side, but mostly for companionship.
That's a beautiful thing. Yeah, that's a
Travel, I like
God-given instinct.
traveling.
Yes. Okay. Sandy?
Well, first of all, I'll tell you what my cousin Yolanda told me. She said, I don't want to be a purse, I don't want to be a curse, and I definitely don't want to be a nurse. So I want somebody that's healthy, able to travel, have their own thing. And the only red flag would be, I guess, if they're dishonest.
Yes. Oh, yeah, you can't be dishonest. Yeah. Now, are you big on hygiene like some of the sisters here? Do you not?
Absolutely.
Okay. Okay.
Absolutely. That's everyone, not just us.
Exactly. But, some people, to keep it real, they do put up with things. And I want to ask y'all about like pet peeves, because it may not be a deal breaker per se, but it might be something that if they do it enough, it's gonna lead to a deal breaker. So do y'all have any pet peeves, Lakeisha? Do you have any pet peeves for a man where it's like, I won't cancel you out the first, second, third, but if you keep doing it, besides them texting you good morning. I'm saying I'm gonna leave you alone. I love you. You got me with that one.
No. When you just mentioned hygiene, I'm like, most people are better than me. I mean, most people I've dealt with are better than me.
Okay.
Pet peeve. No, I don't think necessary.
Would it be someone that maybe talks too much? I know there's a balance when it comes to communication. What do you?
No, I don't have a problem with a lot of talking during the days that we have that schedule.
Okay.
We can talk the whole time. Okay. But just don't bother me on my days that I said I don't want to talk to you.
Your days off. Okay. Got it. Journey, do you have any pet peeves for a man?
Mine would be snoring.
Oh,
I can't stand that.
Now let me just keep it real. Do you snore?
Nope.
Oh, okay.
No, I don't snore.
I was gonna be like, so a little snore, just a light little. I don't want to say cute, but like a light little just.
No, I don't.
Okay, so no snore at all.
No, I don't.
So if he's checking off all your boxes, 12 out of 10, but then y'all get to a point where you hear him at night and he's snoring, you gonna cut it off?
After probably the third, fourth, maybe the fifth snore. I'll let him get away with a couple. I'll tell him about it, like you snore. And we'll try to get some medication, too.
Okay. But after that...
That don't work, no. I can't take that. I need to sleep.
That's true. Our sleep is precious. That's true. Let's go to Leslie. Any pet peeves?
My only pet peeve would be like a couch potato. Someone just wants to watch Netflix all the time, watching the sports all the time, because I like to get out.
You like to be active.
Yeah, I like to be active, swimming.
That's why our boy, he was tripping a little when he just made the generalization, all my ladies don't.
Yeah.
I don't know what he was talking about. Yeah. Okay.
I like to keep it going.
You're moving. Yes, absolutely. Sandy?
And on that note, I'll kind of say what I've been thinking after that man. I like to have sex. I mean, I think that it's very healthy.
It is.
So if they tell me a pet peeve, I'm like, oh no, I don't want to. I have a headache. Well, that's not for me. That guy.
So you're ready to go.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, that's a beautiful thing. That's a God-given instinct.
That keeps you young.
Yes, absolutely. Yes, we had a dude on our show. Do you remember him, Robert? He got a real one on House of Seniors. He said he likes to have freaky porn star style sex.
No, that's
what he said.
I didn't say that.
You think that? No. Oh no, I get it. No, Queen. No, please. I'm not trying to go. Please, I'm not trying. I'm just saying.
Like Diddy.
I did not. Oh yeah, no. He was a little too. No baby oil will be involved. But I'm saying in terms of his desire to be a real one and be like, hey, but I'm still active. I respect that 100%. Because it's like you have your body for your body is yours. Men sometimes don't show up when they're supposed to. What do you think is wrong with some of the brothers today? Why is there a lack of real ones in our culture today? I want to start with Lakeisha, if you're ready, or y'all want to ponder on that, let that sizzle in your spirit maybe. But why? What's going on with our brothers? You can go, Leslie, you ready?
I mean, I think maybe some want to be on these games.
You mean like literal games?
Yeah,
or
the video games. Some of them are very devoted to these video games or these electronics, and they don't know where I don't know, to get off.
Yeah.
Get off sometimes. Just get off.
Talk to a lovely lady. What y'all do? Maybe they were playing games today. I don't know what happened.
Yeah,
They put some kind of game, whether physical or mental. I don't know. Yeah. Lakeisha, you were going to say something. What do you think is wrong with the state of men?
I think like what's been mentioned about lying. They present themselves as something they're not. So I think they present what they want to be. And then, so like say they saw that this was happening in Houston, they signed up for it. But then it was time to come. It's like, oh, well, when I get there, they're going to find out that I'm not really the person I presented myself to be.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
You appreciate it. Yeah, that's true. That's true. Journey, what do you think?
I really don't know, because a lot of men are just
not just in the good way either. They're not just in good. They're like they're just men.
I don't know. That's why.
Yeah, you were ready to break the heart anyway for that brother, huh? Or were you willing to give it a chance?
Oh no, I wanted to see what he's gonna say, but then when he talked about he wanted somebody younger,
yeah.
But look at it.
And he knew what he was
old as Methuselah.
That's over 900. I'm a Bible scholar. Yeah, that's old.
Nerve.
That's old. That ain't right. No, and when people sign up, that's something we can get to momentarily, actually. But I want to ask Sandy. Sandy, what do you think is wrong with our brothers?
I don't think it has to do with the rain, to be honest with you. If they were a real man, a storm, we're all here. We drove through the same thing, so what the hell? They can come too.
You can come for real.
If they're real and authentic, or if they're really looking for somebody and not just a one-night stand, they need to show up.
Yeah.
They need to show up.
Yeah, and there's a
Show out
standard.
and show out.
Exactly,
Yeah.
show up and show out. And there's a standard that we hold. We don't want people coming being phony. We try to check people and be like, are you who you say you are? Because I'm not trying to waste anybody's time. So, but I do want to be fair, because some people will attack me. Oh, Pointer, you just act like the brothers are tripping. Would you ladies say that there are things that some ladies, not y'all, definitely not y'all, but ladies on the others that didn't show up today. Is there something wrong with some sisters in terms of dating? Are women doing something wrong, maybe? Sandy, what do you think?
I don't think the women, I wouldn't blame it at all on the women, to be honest with you, because I think everybody wants to find love. That's what we're here for, to find the real one, to really be in love.
True.
Not just like, this was a long distance relationship, and the first thing he told me, and it turned me off so bad, girls, what do you bring to the table? I'm like, what do you mean? What do you bring to the table? I'm not a waitress to be bringing shit to the table. No. So I don't want to blame any of the women. I think if the women are true and real and genuine, that they all show up. Or are we missing one? There you go. We're here. We're all here. We're all showing up, and we're all looking for the same thing.
Beautiful.
Just to fall in love.
Okay. All right. Let's go to Leslie. Leslie, do you think women play a part in the state of dating?
I'm not really sure.
Okay.
I honestly, I don't.
Okay.
I don't know.
Okay. Journey, what do you
I'm
think?
sure, maybe, but
Okay.
I don't have an answer.
Okay. Do you think that there's something going on with the ladies in the dating pool?
No, it's just the men.
Just the men.
It's just the men.
We're a
They're
mess.
scared. They're scared.
Yeah, they could
They're scared.
be. Lakeisha, what do you think?
Yeah, I think for our age group, we're not doing anything wrong. Yeah. The 30s and under, or
the sexy
say 35
reds
and under,
yeah.
they got a lot of problems.
Okay.
But for us, most of us, we know what we want. Like, we've been in this for a long time.
Okay.
So,
Okay.
yeah, like,
What now? You spoke to something relevant. What do you think is wrong with some of the younger ones? Felicia Rashad, they tried to cancel the queen, Felicia, because she was like, sometimes they show too much. Some of the young ladies, the Meg the Stallions, the big old freaks from right here in Houston, actually. But anyway, what do you think, Lakeisha? What's up with the younger ones?
it's too much internet and social media. They have so many ideas. There's so many things that they're told that they're supposed to do that they don't even know what they're supposed to do. It's just too much being told to them what they're supposed to do. So none of them have an idea.
Yeah. Do y'all? Who has children? Just raise your hand. I know you have. Oh, so all you, okay. Would y'all say your babies are? Well, even if they're not babies, but I still call they'll always be your babies. Are they influenced heavily by the social media? Would y'all say?
Well, 2 out of my 3 are married, and then it's talking about social media. I have a social media queen here.
Yeah. Oh.
Yes, she got 19.6 million views on one of her Instagram.
Oh my goodness, she ain't playing. Oh my
It's embarrassed
gosh.
when I talk about it, but I'm real proud of her.
That's amazing.
My other
Yeah.
daughter's a flight attendant, and she's married to a wonderful man and gave me 3 grandbabies.
Oh.
My son, my moon, my stars, my world, is married to a beautiful young lady too, but they moved to Virginia.
Oh, okay.
I miss him a lot.
Okay, yeah.
And
Do you go
he gave
visit?
me a granddaughter.
Okay,
Oh, yes,
good,
we
good,
visit
good.
often.
Okay.
And he comes here too.
So the social media didn't have that
Nope.
effect like it did. That's a blessing. That means you trained them up
I'm
right.
so blessed,
Yeah.
mijo. You don't even know.
That's awesome. That's awesome. What about you, Leslie? Do you feel your children were influenced by social media?
Well, I have like 2 sets of children. So my biological children are 3 adults.
Okay.
So I don't think the older ones are, but I adopted 2. One is 10, going on 11 at the end of this month. And then I have a 14-year-old. And I think that without any type of controls, I think they are highly influenced. Yeah. So, and if you're not on top of it, it could be negative.
Absolutely.
Very negative.
Yeah.
So, yeah, I think that this generation, this newer generation, they're highly influenced by social media.
I agree. And we got to be mindful of what they're watching, when they're watching, why. It's pretty deep. Journey, what do you think?
No, my children are all grown, so I'm worried about my grandkids being on social media.
Yeah.
But their parents are great parents, so they got them. They're going to control that.
Good. That's a blessing. Lakeisha, what do you think?
Mine's 16 and 18,
Okay.
and so they're not even in that world yet at all.
Okay.
So
good.
They haven't had it.
They're not in the social media world at that age?
The 18-year-old, he streams this one person all the time. That's it. I don't know anybody else that he ever looks at. The 16-year-old don't do nothing.
Good.
Don't do nothing.
Okay. I think that's how it should be, because too much of that at a young age, you end up, like, hate to say it again, but sexy red and skiing and stuff and being a little crazier than you should, especially at a younger age. Well, we're about to wrap it up, but I just want to maybe close out with final thoughts with these lovely queens. Do you have a word of encouragement, each of you, to women that might be your age, maybe a little older, maybe a little younger, and kind of tell them what should they do, besides being on this wonderful program, to find their real one? What should they do? I want to start with Sandy, my real MVP. All of them are, you know.
What should they do? I guess just be themselves, be genuine, and put yourself out there, because nobody's going to come knock on your door. Your Prince Charming is going to be riding a white stallion. So get out and ride some horses or something, you know? It's a good practice, hey?
Okay. All right. I love it. Thank you, Sandy. Leslie, what do you think?
Just be a real one.
Be a real one.
Be a real one.
Okay. Journey?
That's what I was about to say. They just need to keep it real, and hopefully they'll find that real one.
Beautiful. Lakeisha?
Yeah, just be truthful, because there's, like I said, there's a lot of things that some are not deal breakers, but, you know, some men just want to lie and present themselves as something they're not. But, you know, if they tell the truth and present who they really are, they can find a real one.
Find a real one. Absolutely. Absolutely. Well, I want to thank these ladies. Ladies, can you clap it up for yourselves? Clap it up. You are amazing. I thank you so much for coming out. But I thank you folks. I thank you folks so much for watching this wonderful segment of this special Houstonian special, where we'll talk to lovely ladies in the Houston area. Might be Sugarland, might be Katy, wherever, but we're so happy to be in the Lone Star State. Continue to subscribe, like, comment, share. We'll see you on the next episode of A Real One. Thank you so much. Clap it up one more time, ladies. Thank you. Thank you, ladies. We did it.
I know what you're thinking, friends. I want to watch more of his videos. Well, that's a beautiful thing. We've got this video here, which is one of my favorites. I promise you, you won't regret watching it. We also have this playlist if you just want to dive deep into what we do, or this video here, which is groundbreaking, or you can click this if you plan to subscribe, which I hope you do. So thank you for watching, folks. We've got a lot of content just for you. Hope you enjoy.